books. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Not your posse. All right.
Hey, it's John Deloney, co-host of The Ramsey Show.
Tell me about it, John.
Over 18 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week. A lot of those people listen on one of our 600-plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, go to RamseySolutions.com/show.
I think I did everything today except for get the chat app running. There it is. Alrighty. Ramsey Show over. After show beginning. Oh, let's see. Why don't we do, while I type in the stuff, where is it? Right there. Why don't you listen to Rachel Cruz song? Alrighty, just one more thing to put into the chat and we'll get going here. Okay. Alrighty, today is, what is today? It is show number 238. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. What? Oh, my drink was making that noise. I thought I was getting feedback from the speaker or something. Alrighty, and this it's out of order. There we go. This song came up a few times today in the chat. People mentioning things, hashtag mention, about like everybody wants to do something, or someone said everybody wants 3 or something like that. I don't know. It came up like 3 different times. So I thought we'd do this today. All right, let's try it. No rehearsal, but I do know the songs. By the Bodines from the year of our Lord 1993. It was also the theme song for a show called Party of 5. Let's kick it. Yeah! Everybody wants to live like they want to live. And everybody wants to love how they want to love. And everyone wants to be closer to free. Everybody wants respect, just a little bit. And everybody needs a chance once in a while. Everybody wants to be closer to free. Everybody 1, everybody 2, everybody free. Everybody do live like they want to live. And everybody wants to love how they want to love. And everybody wants to be closer to free. Closer to free. Yeah, closer to free. Closer to free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, everybody too. Everybody free. Everybody wants to live like they wanna live, and everybody wants to love like they wanna love, and everybody wants to be closer to free. Closer to free. Closer to free. You're closer to free. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's it. I don't think it repeats again. See you long. Oh, I think it does. Okay, yeah, it brings it around the horn again. This part? Said everybody. Oh no, it's over. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. My bad. I thought like one more round of verse there. I mean, one more round of chorus there. I guess not. Alrighty, that's okay. We have more. What up, Sid? Alright, not done singing. Full round of singing today gonna happen. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Step mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby, step three is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Now step 4 is when you can take a breath and go let's guzzle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. And if you're a trumpet, you should take it home. What up, Spring? Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by myself. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultational assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, especially if you want to sing the Baby Steps song, either recorded or live here on the After Show. That would be so cool. You can also reach me via Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no space. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so that I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. And then it will be brought, the After Show will be brought to you by you instead of being brought to you by me. So there you go. All right. Let's see what we have going on today. As I said, it's 2:38. Let's get a subscriber count. Subscriber count 391. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Today's Ramsey Show hosts the man himself, Dave Ramsey. Total Money Makeover. That's the OG of books right there. And that book will change your life. It changed mine. And his new book, Baby Steps Millionaires, that just came out. And his co-host, of course, Dr. John Deloney. And his new book is on pre-order right now. Own Your Past, Change Your Future. That is $20 pre-order. And for pre-ordering, they will bribe you with $300 worth of extras, including BetterHelp sessions. They partner with BetterHelp to offer some sessions via that platform. Yep, Spring can finish her taxes as that publication she was waiting for came out. So excellent. What can we say about this guy? He's a friend of the After Show. He's pretty cool. He has a quick read out. I'm not gonna try to talk up the lyrics again. I should stop that. Anyway, this is the song. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Oh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus, he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. As the guy of the healing kind, John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then he twirls his pen and he spends the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop, give advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the craft of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Now it's time for a drink. Ooh, I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and illness has to fix, they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always suits it, has the class of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. What up, Kev? That's a different song. I haven't done that one. I wonder if I did that one. My drink's making noise again. If I did that one, I wonder if I would do the original one where you got me on my knee, Layla, you know, or the laid back one, the what's that version called? I don't remember. It's when you don't have the unplugged version. You got me on my knees, Layla, like that. Alrighty. I don't know which one I would do. Interesting. They're both really good. What do we got now? We have market report. Led by the Russell Small Cap Index, 1.69. I already know that I have beaten Troy's story for today, so we'll have to see if perhaps AJ or Kelly can beat my percentage today for a game of fantasy mutual funds that we play with our actual mutual funds. So we should probably call it actual mutual funds, but there's some which we found out previously on the after show. We found out there are companies and even brokerages, in fact, that do fantasy. Actually, it's like fantasy single stocks, I think, is what they do, and you pretend to trade them. So you don't get any actual money out of it, but you just get to say, "Ha, I'm better at picking stocks than you are," to your friends. So. But everything all up today. NASDAQ, the most up. So it just depends on whether since I'm more heavily into the NASDAQ fund type of thing, it would be, because I'm being more aggressive because I didn't start my Roth IRA until I was 51. Yes, and that's so if you did not wait that long to start yours, you're in better shape than I am. So it would depend if somebody's, I guess, small cap would be enough to override that. And if Troy Stories wasn't, I don't think anybody's will be. But let's see what's going on. So it closes higher. Let's see what who is this? Reuters.com. Let's see what they have to say about it. Wall Street closes higher as worries ease around Fed and Russian default. Why would they ease around the Russian default? I don't know. Energy sector rallies with oil. Defensive sectors underperform. U.S. weekly jobless claims fall amid strong demand for workers. That's good. The indexes are up, as we said. Oh, I've reached my article limit. Let's see. All three of major indexes advanced more than 1%. As investors considered the Federal Reserve's path for interest rate hikes and worries eased about the prospects of a Russian default after creditors received payments. Oh, they made some payments. Cool. All right, Russia made some payments. So there you go. So that would be why. I ask why, I get the answers right there, and I don't even have to register because they gave the answer early in the article. Fun. All right, what else was I going to talk about? Something regarding this that I just had a thought about. Oh, it was my stupid stuff. I thought one of these days you're going to see where it says advanced more than, and it's going to be THE in there. And I'm going to absolutely lose my mind when that happens, especially if it's on a site like Reuters or something where they're supposed to be, accredited journalists. Yeah. So why is that trying to load something still? Let's get rid of that. All right. So what do we have here? So we're going up. Now, I mean, this is not a ton up, but, it's a start to get back. Like, let's see where the NASDAQ was on the November 19th, 2021. It was at 16,057, and now it's what, 13,614. So got some going to get back to that. And so if it would just, go up a little bit every day, and understand it's going to be negative some days, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And addressing that, let's see about the future. What are the futures doing? Falling slightly as a S&P 500 tries to notch its best week since November 2020, which that's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see. So it's just futures. That's just the after hours trading. There's after hours and before hours trading, and sometimes it shows you how things are going to go the next day. Sometimes it is exact opposite. So there's no way to tell. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Just seeing if Russia was able to pay coupons. Some people say coupons, some people say coupons on its sovereign bonds to some creditors. That's better than nothing. At least they came up with something, I guess. All right, so back in black. Hit the sack. Been too long. I'm glad to be back. Yes, I am. Let's see. This was today. Accenture reported at 8. FedEx reported at 4:15. I don't know what happened with that. Let's take a look. Oh, they were up 0.91. Oh, after hours trading is down 3.47%. So likely they did not have reporting mixed Q3 results. So earnings miss. But the mix means maybe there's some other good news in the report. So let's see. It's not saying. It's not telling me. That's all right. They don't like to give all the information in articles. We were doing. Let's see. Next week is Nike, Adobe, NIO reporting, and the week after that, Micron Technology. Hopefully, good news from them. All the most followed single stocks on the Google up, led by, as usual, that would be Tesla. Always making big moves, either up or down, over 3% usually they would make, rather than these small, less than 1% moves, or just a 1 point something, or 2 point something like these other companies would do. So let's see, next would be Amazon, and they've been rolling since their stock split last week. Let's see, that's today. Oh, and that shows the after hours. Oh, so I figured out why sometimes it doesn't show you the after hours. It has to be a single stock to show you the after hours, because the mutual funds aren't calculated until the market closes. So that's why it'll show you single stocks, because those can be tracked individually, but the mutual funds aren't calculated until market close time. So as you can see, it went, this was interesting, that little drop right there. You can't see it because the thing is over it, and then where it goes flat for a little while and then drops back down again. But, and that's just today. So, but over the last 5 days, as you can see, since last week, let's see, March 17th, when was it? Little dip right there, a little bit. Oh, that was right before that's when they all dipped, right before the Fed announced, yeah, hey, yeah, we're going to do exactly what we said we were going to do. And then they did it, and then people were fine with it. I guess happy that it wasn't worse. But so, yeah, somewhere in here, the 15th or something like that. Maybe right there where it started kicking up, the Amazon stock split, which means there are twice as many. So if you own 10 before, now you own 20, and it started off worth half of what it was because they split in half. And so, but then now you got two stocks that are rising up like that. So theoretically, you eventually make money on that when that happens. But After Hours says it's down now, so we'll have to see about mañana. Okay, did I get done with that? I think I got done with that. Yes, I did. I never close that tight enough. It keeps making noise. All right, check out the rest of the planet. Europe mostly up. Asia all up. The currencies, euro up on the dollar, Japanese yen up on the dollar, British pound up on the dollar, Canadian dollar up on the US dollar, Surrey, and the Australian dolomite up against the US dollar. Shrimps and every other thing on the bobby tonight. Pals in crypto at the moment. 3 of 5 are down, and of course that often changes right while I'm looking at it. And I don't know. I don't have anything else about crypto today. I don't have no stories either about crypto. So it's, other than this segment, it's a non-crypto day. All right. Let's see what we have here. We did that one. We did that one. Oh, this one from thehill.com. Gambling regulators looking into allegations against Barstool Sports founder. Gambling is just going to get bigger and bigger because it's going to be legal in more states. Supposedly nationwide eventually. You'll be able to put a bet right from your seat at the stadium, even. See, gaming regulators in Indiana and Nevada are looking into gambling operator Penn National's bid to acquire Barstool Sports amid sexual misconduct allegations against Barstool founder Dave Portnoy. Okay, I didn't know it was that. I thought it was something monetarily involved. All right, no need to cover that. They can figure out that in court, or the regulators can do whatever they do about that. All righty, this from CNBC. Burger King partner in Russia refuses to close 800 locations as fast food chain moves to divest. They're trying to get out of Russia. Burger King is moving to divest its 15% stake in its Russian business. But the burger chain told employees in an open letter that it cannot immediately suspend operations in the market because of its joint venture agreement. So they're in bed with me, Larry. You're in bed. The restaurant brand's international chain announced last week it was suspending all corporate support for its 800-plus franchise locations in Russia. So probably not going to be anything good there. And of course, that's in case you were wondering, it's because in response to Kremlin's ongoing attack on Ukraine. And I remember even as late as last year, it was the Ukraine, because that's what everybody said on the news anchors and stuff. Everybody said the Ukraine, but apparently it's just Ukraine. Let's see. Would we like to suspend all Burger King operations immediately in Russia? Yes. Are we able to enforce the suspension of operations today? No. So, and that's a good PR move to do it in that style where you ask the question and answer it. Let's see. Entered Russia through a joint venture with business person Alexander Kolobov. Investable Capital Ukraine and VTB Capital, which has been hit by U.S. sanctions as an affiliate of a major Russian bank. All right. Demanded suspension of the operations, and they were like, no, dude. No legal clauses that allow us to unilaterally change the contract or allow any one of the partners to simply walk away to overturn the entire agreement, he wrote. No serious investor in any industry in the world would agree to a long-term business relationship with flimsy termination clauses. All right, and yeah, I see the point in that. So you need to start writing in those, but if our country puts sanctions on your country, then it's happening. So they need to add that into there probably. All right, this is some more tech news. This is from Tom's Hardware. Great site. It says Mushkin's new solid-state drive boasts impressive 7,415 megabit per second read. Actually, that might be megabyte per second reads. Since it's capital like that, I don't know. Let's see. World's fastest consumer drive with a PCIe 4.0 times 4 interface. Okay, so this is your hard drive now on a new computer. It's not that big thing that would be like about that big. So they're now. I think I have one right here. Right there. I can't see because I got the thing in the way. Okay, there we go. There we go. That is a hard drive. And this one, and you see how thin it is? And this one is... where is it? Let's see. Just like tell you how many gigabytes it is. Where is that on here? Serial number, model number. Capacity 512 gigabytes. There it is. Okay. So yeah. Actually, I could have put it up there. Yeah, and you with younger eyes might have been able to see it. It's not going to focus on it. All right. Anyway, 512 gigabytes, and it's this big. And so this is what you're. This is basically the same thing that's there. Yep. And but that's a better kind of one, other than this one. I'm sure that reads a lot faster. So the solid state drives already make it so much faster because it doesn't have to say when you click on a program, it doesn't have to say, oh wait a minute, let me find that. And the reader arm goes out, and then the disk spins around, and it tries to find where that information is and bring it up. Now, granted, it just took, even if it took 30 seconds back in the day, that's still pretty amazing that could happen. But now it's like you click on it, and it's like, it's faster than you can think sometimes. So. That's pretty cool. Let's see if it tells. And I don't know how much faster that would be. Industry's fastest. Capable of competing against the best solid-state drives available, but a slim graphene heat spreader that allow installation of these devices into laptops. All right, let's see. The rated speed compares favorably with 7,000 megabit per second sequential rates for the popular. Okay, let's see. Doesn't say what the average ones are. But yeah, and you can even get these in 2 terabyte configuration. So you're worried about the size. You're like, oh, I got a lot of pictures, though, and videos. They got 2 terabyte ones. Don't worry. They aren't that cheap, though. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so they don't have a thing that says like what the average ones would be as far as speed, but I'll take their word on it that it's much faster. Cool. All right, where's AJ when we need him? This Texas story. This from the USA Today, and there's a tax act and thieves with trap door steal over 1,000 gallons of diesel fuel from family gas station. in Texas. Thieves who used a trap door. Let's find out what that is. He told USA Today he spotted a 360-gallon diesel fuel discrepancy. And he's like, After noticing it again the next day, he watched camera footage and found a pair of minivans that had suspiciously parked over the inlets for the station's tanks. That is suspicious if it's two of them and they both park over the inlets. After checking the camera, he noticed a van driving over the container lids, but no one gets out of the vehicle. All right. So they have a trap door inside their vehicle, which is crazy. They have to have another man inside the vehicle to open our fuel tank, stick a hose in there. The trap. I was thinking about the trap door had something to do with the gas retrieval system, but it's just a trap door inside the vehicle, so you can't see what they're doing. And so they just open the fuel tank, stick a hose in there, and on the fourth attempt last Friday, Thale said he chased the van away. I would have had armed security on that Friday. If he already knew about it and knew it was going to happen, armed security would have been a good call there. I didn't want to just let them hit us again and lose another $1,300. Family-owned business, so every penny counts around here. In total, he said the business lost between $5,000 and $6,000 worth of fuel. Houston Police Department told USA Today is investigating the incident and found 2 reports of similar gas thefts in the area within the last 6 months. Not known if they are related, no further information available. Thale told CNN the business in talks with its insurance company to see if thefts are covered. I would imagine if they have decent insurance. Let's see, what is it? Your cash price there is, for regular, is $4.69, or was when they took this photo. When's the date for the story? Today? Yesterday. So, but no telling when they took that, but $4.69 in Texas. Alrighty. This is from Market Watch. We'll see if we can read this one. Let's see. This is Fix My Wallet section on the Market Watch, marketwatch.com, marketwatch.com. My daughter continues to ignore her responsibility to make payments. I co-signed student loans for her, but am now disabled with limited income. Can I get out of this loan? And we've actually had people with similar issues on there. Maybe not the disabled part, but with similar issues coming to the Ramsey Show chat quite often. Let's see. I co-signed a private student loan for my daughter, 2006. Soon afterwards, my health deteriorated, granted disability benefits retroactively back to June 2006. Not worked since. And my only income comes from Social Security, disability benefits, retirement pension benefits, as I was a federal employee. Both agencies, Social Security and U.S. Office of Personnel Management, deemed me to be disabled. Okay. Unfortunately, my daughter has ignored and continues to ignore her responsibility to make payments on this loan, and they are now coming to me for payment. I was able to make a few payments on the loan, but I'm no longer capable of making any kind of payment. I have explained to the bank I'm on limited income due to disability, but they continue to call me seeking payment, and I keep explaining that I can't send them something I don't have. Is there a way that I can be removed from this loan, or do you have any other advice for me? No. Generally speaking, this is the answer. Generally speaking, when you co-sign a loan like this, each co-signer is liable for the full amount of the loan. To see how much you might be able to be released, as co-signer, obtain a copy of the loan's promissory note. And this is a document that lays out the terms and conditions and should include the provisions for a co-signer release. In most cases, the lender requires that the loan be current, among other things, before granting co-signer release, but it's still worth exploring, says a financial advisor. Typically, co-signer release requires the primary borrower to sign off on releasing the co-signer, and so that's not going to happen either, probably, since she's not paying. And the lender must also approve the removal of the co-signer which can only be done if the borrower demonstrates they're able to make the payments, and whether she's able or not, she's not doing it. Consulting an attorney and discharging student loans in bankruptcy. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're not. It's not a. Is it a federal loan? Does it say? It's a federal loan. It's not bankruptable. Regrettably, this kind of scenario is not at all that uncommon, and while I realize this particular ship has already sailed, this is the reason why I try to dissuade any client nearing retirement from co-signing a loan like this. Let's take it a step further. Dave Ramsey's advice is you don't co-sign for anything ever at all with anybody. Like the only exception would be, I guess you and your spouse both sign for the mortgage, but that would be the only thing. Like you don't get a loan for anything else other than a mortgage, and B, you don't co-sign, and C, you don't co-sign. So let's see. There is one incredibly positive thing to note: your Social Security benefits may not be eligible for garnishment with private student loans the way they would be with a federal student loan. Oh, okay. So maybe it is private, so maybe she can declare bankruptcy on it, but the daughter has no real need to declare bankruptcy on it. And even if she can, the mom signed for it, so the lender doesn't have to, that doesn't mean anything. That would mean it would just go from, oh, okay, you don't have to pay it, but you still do. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. This from NPR. We've been following this. Netflix plans to start charging for password sharing, and customers aren't happy. This related to a story that in 3 countries, not the U.S., it's going to start cracking down on password sharing among watchers. And let's see, where is it? It said it won't ban password sharing, but those who do it will have to pay. It'll be testing the change in 3 countries: Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru, for 2,380 Chilean pesos, or $2.99. Users can add up to 2 profiles. Oh, so when I saw that, I thought that was per user. So that gives you an additional 2 users that aren't in your house. So that's not bad at all. So then if you make them split the entire cost of it with you, make them give you, what was it? Like for the low one is $14 or something like that. So that'd be 14, and 3 is 17. So you divide that 3 ways. You guys do the math on that. That's not bad. So Netflix will lose a lot of customers if they do this password sharing crackdown they plan to do, said one Twitter user. I don't know about that. They'll lose a lot of viewers. They'll get less viewers, definitely. I don't know if they will lose a lot of paying customers or not. They're already paying for it, so what do they care? How do you expect families to handle password sharing in the case of divorcees, their children, college students away from home? That's not, another user said, that's not their problem. We already pay a lot for it. Now you're just milking us for every dollar spent. Okay. Under the anticipated change, users who don't pay will be able to transfer their profiles to their own accounts, retaining customizations like my list, viewing, history, and recommendations. Netflix makes. We recognize that people have many entertainment choices, so we want to ensure any new features are flexible and useful for members whose subscriptions fund all our great TV and films, the statement said, while basically ignoring everything about what they're doing, about trying to get money from the people that are just sharing or using a shared password. At Netflix, I saw that pilot program you're launching. How do you expect family? We already read that. Okay. Mind your business, respectfully. That's what they're doing. That is their business. To stream you stuff. That is their business. It's funny. Mind your business, respectfully. They came off it a little bit. They did the mind your business, and then they added the respectfully. So that takes the sting out of it a little bit. With many others aiming profanity and laughing emojis at the streaming giant. Right, that's fine. This is not Netflix's first time trying ways to get people to pay for their own accounts. In March 2021, it began testing two-step verification, in which after logging in, users would have to input a code that would be sent to the phone or email of the account owner, right? And that is one way to do it. Because if you have somebody in a different spot and they were trying to log in, they would have to call their mommy or daddy or whoever's paying for the account. They would have to call them and get the code from them to put that in. And so, yeah. So that could do it as well. Netflix previously raised its U.S. prices in October 20 and again in January. Indeed, they did. Bringing the price of the standard plans from $13.99 to $15.49. Right, they did that. I do have a Netflix account. I never watch it. I have it because my son uses it and my ex-wife uses it as well from time to time. So once he gets out of school, I might not need to have that anymore. We'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see. What is it? 651. Let's do some... no, just 650. This computer it's either the server gets slower or the computer gets faster. And every time we sync it up, it stays fine for a while, but it slowly gets to be like a 7-minute interval in between the times. The other thing I'm looking at is the phone system, which the phone system always matches up with my time. So that's on my phone. So that's the correct time. But on my computer, which gets the time from the server, that is different. Alrighty, what am I doing? Oh, reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. And sort by new. And again, just so we know, the Dave Ramsey subreddit not run by Ramsey Solutions, the baby steps. The Ramsey Baby Steps community, I think it's called, Ramsey Baby Steps community on Facebook is run by employees of the Ramsey Solutions. But this is not. These are just, this person said, Dave wouldn't be getting in bed in that. It's a debit card, not a credit card, but I wonder how Dave explain and clarify the conflict of interest between making his own online banking service that uses MasterCard. After all, Dave loves making jokes about credit cards and banks. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you have your banking service. Your bank offers credit cards, and you still have your money in there, and you don't do any credit cards at all. So I don't see the big deal about it. But people gonna be trying to start some stuff. People always trying to start some stuff. Oh, this will be a good one. This from RCL17. Dragging my boyfriend along the baby steps. That sounds like fun, doesn't it, Sid? Boyfriend, 28 male, and I, 20F female, Sid, are serious. Live together. Dave would not recommend living together before marriage. And I strongly agree with the Ramsey principles, except that one, apparently. And live that way, and I'm in baby step 2. Boyfriend says he agrees with me about everything, but, that's a big but right there. That's a great big but right there. You think that's a big but right there, Kelly?
Oh, you're right, Steve.
That's right. All right, and the timing was off on that one. I need to cue that up so she gets ready to say it right when I hit the button. Let's see. Okay. Boyfriend says he agrees with me about everything. That's what he says. But we've had a lot of issues lately. He puts extra money toward debt when I ask and when he's able to, but we are broke. He can't do that every week. Sometimes he can only do like 50 a week, and I feel like that's such a snail pace, and it makes me frustrated. Of course it does. I pick up shifts. I'm actively trying to get a second job, kept my car loan payment as small as possible, and throw everything at the debt. So if you knew about Dave Ramsey before you got your car loan, then you don't, again, strongly agree with the Ramsey principles. Obviously, you're doing better than your boyfriend as far as finances, but so you're contributing to this as well, and throw everything at debt. So being a nurse makes it a little easier for me to get overtime, however, but he has a huge truck payment that's almost a quarter of his monthly income. Yep. And the total is over 50% his yearly income. Dave would say sell the truck, move down in vehicle. He doesn't spend money on anything else, but barely has anything left over. That's why you don't have a 50% of your income truck. And complains that he has to work for someone else and he has no money. Yeah, he's doing it wrong. I talked it through to him that we could get a cheaper apartment, right? Which he shot down. Or the only option is second job for him, which he says he can't do, or else it'll be minimum wage and he'll hate his life. He said his truck is eating up his money, but he said since it's a Toyota, he'll pay it off in 6 years and it'll last a lot longer because they're built well. But he says if he gets something cheaper, he'll have to get a new one once he racks up miles, which he does fast due to his job. So frustrated because I feel like I do everything to attack debt and he's fine paying what he can when he can until it's paid. But I don't want to put my whole life off, and I feel bad doing anything fun for 6 years. Let alone it's been 4 years and I would like to be proposed to. Boop, boop, boop-doo. Actually, that would be the other one. Boop, boop, boop-doo. 4 years. And I have no clue how he'll afford that. Well, it's all you got to do is say, will you marry me to propose. You don't have to have any money for that. Literally do not know what to do. I feel so bad when he says, fine, I'll sell my truck and get something cheaper and save $100 a month, and then feel like I'm being ridiculous because he loves it so much and it doesn't seem like it even helped that much. I just wish he was in on this with me 100%. And IDK, which means I don't know. And so, yeah, I mean, she got it going on now, but I mean, it depends, like I said, it depends on when she found out about Dave, and if she got her car after finding out about Dave. So again, she's trying to do more about it than he is, but she's not doing the baby steps correctly either, or following Dave's advice to the letter either. So. But yeah, you can't do that. That's why Dave sometimes tells people don't do that. He's told people on the phone before, don't do the baby steps, because you'll either get them so mad at you, or you'll be so resentful that they aren't doing anything, or both. And so none of that's good for the marriage there. So yeah, you can't do it by yourself. Yeah, let's see if anybody else had any. Being a nurse doesn't make it a little easy to pick up. Makes it very easy. Okay. So follow the Dave way and keep your finances separate. Then that's not following the Dave. Well, that is following the Dave way, because they're not married. That's my bad. Yep. Definitely keep finances separate. No paying each other's debt. Yeah. So, and moving in together. Yeah. You posted this in Dave Ramsey thread. You're not following Dave's recommendations. First of all, there's no we. And again, if she got a car loan, she's definitely not doing it anyway. So, boys in their trucks. Eventually, he'll grow up. The wisdom of baby step 7 from Index Phi there. And realize there's more to life than a truck. No one cares what you drive. Also, his logic makes no sense. Of course it doesn't. He loves his truck. He bought it used. About 45K miles in it right now. Owes 37 on a 55K salary. Okay. Yeah, you know, I mean, it would be different if he had the truck and thought, okay, well, I'll do whatever I can to. He's not offering to work anywhere else. He's not getting a part-time job. He's not trying to do anything as far as paying off debt. So, I don't know what to tell you to do there. Sometimes. I mean, it's up to you to say if that's a deal breaker or not. And the living together already, you've thrown in together already, and so if there's a problem, that becomes very messy. So sorry to hear that. Let's see, Smart Text. I thought this Smart Text was supposed to be cheaper than TurboTax, and so much better. I was trying it out with coupon code they offered, but it does not seem as intuitive as TurboTax. Also, I thought there weren't fees, according to ads Dave reads. They want $40 more for a state return. He says, it's free federal return. And more money for e-file. Yeah, it didn't say e-file. So, not seeing the advantage here, at least for the consumer. It depends on what you want. If you want e-file and you want a free state return, then you're going to pay more for the software. Let's see. All right, this is from no introduction _8037. Oh, 702 already. Overtime today. Help now that I'm mostly debt-free. Mostly. Still have mortgage. That's still great, though. As background, I'm in my mid-30s and live in the southern city. Southern Nights. Southern city with moderate cost of living. Think Raleigh, Charlotte, Dallas. Okay. That narrows it down without letting us know where you live. Good call. It is the Reddit after all. It is the internet. I have a new job where I make approx $190K a year. Should be a bit higher this year. Edited to add roughly. Oh, there's a bunch more. Edited to add roughly 2 to 3 years ago. I made a bit over half what I make now. Not shabby at all, but a noticeable difference. However, my expenses have decreased slightly. Excellent. You didn't get your what's that called? Lifestyle creep when your income goes up. That's great. 401k, 300K. Basic investment account. I guess that means non-retirement. 190K. 160K in checking and savings. Roth is 30K. Company stock 15K already vested. House worth around 620K. 240K mortgage under 1,200. Paid for in cash, and it's a 2022. What does he need help with? Huh. Oh, I see. Yeah, that 190 should be put on the mortgage. Theoretically, or not put any more money into that, at least, and put all that money on the. Because I know that thing is down now, but again, it depends on how you think about it. If he put that money in a long, long time ago, there's a lot of money in there that technically he wouldn't be losing it. Like if you put 100,000 or even if you put $100,000 in there many years ago, and it's 190 right now, but like it was previously up to 230 or something. It just all depends on you think about the money. If you think about all the growth when it was 230 before it started going down, if you think about all that being your money, then I know why you wouldn't want to take it out. But it's still a great return on your money that you put in there. So That depends. But yeah, at least don't. I mean, you got money all over the place. Oh, $240 on it. Mortgage under $1,200. So are we paying? It's not a brag. I'm terrified. Born in foster care, taken in by a couple where one of the members was born dirt poor and grew up that way, and that's probably why he also has cash all over the place. And the other is notoriously cheap. The sky is always falling. You can never have enough money, they insist. No time to enjoy. Insist you wear clothing to where they are literally falling apart. Shoes with no soles, pants with holes. Thankfully, the house I bought a few years ago had been renovated. And so I'm just due for HVAC. Won't be cheap, but I have money to cover. What am I missing? Should I start spending now, or am I not putting money away for something I can't see? What would you do at this point? Terrified of not having an income one day? Could be making $40K next year. Who knows? How do you know? Well, I mean, if you're, what did you see? Makes $190K a year, and it should be higher this year. What's going to have to happen to make it $40K? Dave said, for it to be real, it has to be a 51% of it happening. If you're just worried because you were born into foster care and taken in by the couple that one of the members was born dirt poor and grew up that way, so if you're just being influenced by that or watching the news or something, that's not enough. It has to be a legitimate situation happening where your income might fluctuate. Has it fluctuated like that ever before? And what gives you the indication that it might fluctuate like that again? So that's what I would have to know. That 24 comments, a lot of comments on that. Maybe we'll revisit this tomorrow. I might look through them and then see, and then give closure on this tomorrow. I might look at them off stream and see what's up with that. But 160K there, and I would take the 160K. Well, gotta have a emergency fund, full emergency fund. So maybe not everything out of there, but this is $350. That's $240. You could probably do that. You could probably get rid of that and pay off that mortgage on the house, and then what would you be worried about then if you didn't have any debt at all? I mean, you still would like to be making more than 40K. I get that, but what would you be worried about? What would you need all the money? I understand all the money. You would need something for an HVAC replacement, but you can cash flow that. But at the very least, stop contributing to everything else here. Don't put a cent more into checking and savings. Don't put a cent more into this basic investment account. You can still do 15%. Still invest 15% of your money. But if you don't spend money now, if you got shoes with no they insist you wear that. Maybe he doesn't do that now. But yeah, I mean, you can budget whatever you budget, but you can budget some fun in there too. But just start putting money. Most of your income now should be going to paying that house off. Definitely 50, whatever your expenses are, and then 15% being invested for retirement, of which you already have 300K in. Doesn't say mid-30s, so you're fine, dude. You're fine. You'll be fine. But you do want to knock that house off, which you can with over 200K income. You said it should be higher this year, so yeah. All right, and so I'll look through the comments and see if this guy gave any further, if he was asked questions and gave any further info in there. I will check up on that later and get back to you. Let's see, a very chill Matt Daniels today. It just says, great show. Happy St. Patrick's Day today. No causal stuff going on at all there. All right, so let's see. Upcoming streams. We, of course, have this stream. Oh, let's see if we got another subscriber. It could happen. It didn't, though. Didn't lose any. That's the important thing. Let's see. Upcoming streams. This show, of course. Ramsey Show, Aftershow show. And that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right after the Ramsey Show video on YouTube is over. That's when I start. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tech Support with Coach Steve Money. I do the exact same thing I did on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. I do that with tech support, using my 25 plus years as a PC repair tech. Wednesdays, no set time. This week it was about 6 a.m. Wednesday. The Curse of Oak Island no cap recap for the newest episode. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Old Man Video Gaming, where I play video games. And I've been doing a lot of bonus Old Man video games as well that aren't on Wednesday and Saturday. And probably that will be the case again this weekend, and maybe even tonight. We'll see. And when my lovely daughter Bella is available, we'll do father-daughter video gaming, and we will play a brand new game, as we have finished the last one that we were doing. We finished that one on the last stream that we did, and so we will do another one soon. We will probably not be playing Battlefield 5, Bay Rolex, but it's great to see somebody watching from the Twitch. We get a couple people from over there. Yeah, we wouldn't be playing Battlefield 5, and I don't have that anyway. I'm trying to remember which one. I have EA Play Plus, EA Play Pro. So I have whatever's on Origin. Is Battlefield 5 on Origin? If it is, then I do have that one. So maybe if you think it's a good game, maybe I'll check it out. And heard again, generally like those and Call of Duty and stuff like that. That's not generally my kind of game, but I have played those before. Alrighty, yeah. I think I remember seeing it now on the Origin thing. So, all right, well maybe I'll give it a shot. You can schedule a free financial coaching consultation. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can hit the link in the top of the chat, calendly.com/coachstevemoney, or it's also in the video description, and it's also on the right side of my YouTube banner on my main page, and that will take you to calendly.com, CALENDLY, calendly.com/coachstevemoney. You click on Coaching Consultation Assessment, and then you pick the date. You can change the month if you want to. Then you select the time, and that will let me know when you want to do it. Calendly will email me, and I'll email you back letting you know what information I need in order to accurately assess your financial situation. The PayPal is for donations. Again, no YouTube money at all until I get 1,000 subscribers, and so that could take a little bit. If you like what you're seeing here, you can donate. I mean, anything. $1 is very nice, and I would love you to death. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. The best thing to do is to like and subscribe, though. Get that subscriber number up. That would be preferred to even donating cash. Let's see what else we got. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces, and email is coachstevemoney@gmail.com. You can email if you would like an updated Madden 22 roster with all the moves that's been happening this week. And it is for the PC though, and I don't know if that roster file is compatible with PlayStation or Xbox. So but also, if you would like to sing the Baby Steps song that I sing at the beginning of these after shows, I would love to hear somebody else sing it. I would love to play that sometime. If you want to record it, you can do that. If you want to sing it live, we can do that through video conferencing. The technology is available for that. So just email me, and I can email you the exact music that I have or that I sing to, or you can find your own backup music for that. All right.